Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Armadillos and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A first down throw. Darnold flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold playing with a catch right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
He gets it left side to Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Where we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football. Hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Good job, D. Good job. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I get a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. On 2nd down, it's Bell. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up
Detroit,
1st and 10.
Detroit. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Gun, 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 gun.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He completes it to Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air again, Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back back to throw here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
He'll look to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll find something on the right side complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now Darnold out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Lucky 56.
Again, it's Bell. He spins free. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! 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 No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gun! 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 Over!
He'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 5. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Nifty footwork at the 45. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.